Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Proton Unite League. Today we are third-party casting the Blazing Zygardians versus the Cerulean Foxes. I am joined in the booth by, as always, a few other members of my team, Sif, Jam, and Icaro. The players have completed the coin flip. For the Foxes won, and they have claimed purple, which is first ban, first pick, yes?
Yes, that is
Sweet.
correct.
Okay, and they like us ban in fourth slot, so at least we're not the only ones who are doing that. There's currently some confusion about which slot you actually do the official ban in, but it's working. It's working. Everything is fine. We have the...
I would say, first person doesn't ban, then just force a ban.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Looks like the Zygardian roster is in, and this is it. The Foxes maybe weighing in with their own as well. I know. Yep, that's the Foxes roster. I know that Ani, their erstwhile supporter, is not present tonight, so I'll be very interested to see what they do without their usual supporter lane.
Well, that is just because their supporter main is not here doesn't mean there's going to be no supporter.
Very
in their
true.
team.
Very true. I'll be interested. In that case, I'll be interested to say who picks up the slack. If anyone.
Got a guess on who it could be?
They may not run a supporter at all. I know that they have a similar situation to what we had last year, where we did not have that many tanks. They don't have that many supporters, but they use them a lot.
I think you're underestimating their supporters. If I recall correctly, Spirit Edge last year was able to show on Mean Clefable.
That's true. Then no, I do remember that. Either way, I'll be interested to see what comps they bring to the table with this one. I should let them know that we are good to go.
Oh, and I'm just wondering if any new Pokemon will be showing up. See the first entrance of Gyarados.
Is Gyarados legal now? Have we reached that point, or was it always legal this season?
No, it was not legal.
Okay.
Nobody's been running it because everyone's afraid to be a Magikarp.
Yeah, well, being a Magikarp is
fear.
rough. Yeah, that's a super valid fear. I love it. I enjoyed playing it a lot. And it's great for stacking when you're Magikarp and you're super speedy in and out, but it's still really not...
All right, and we're starting.
Hello. It's hard. It's hard to lose that much of the early game and risk.
I wish he was better, but he is just simply not.
Yeah. The Clefable ban, a very, very fair choice. Oh wait, except those are the Foxes. I'm surprised the Foxes are banning Clefable. I guess that answers our question about if they're using support.
Annie isn't there, so it makes some sense.
Banning the Slowbro, on the other hand, also makes sense. Since I believe, is it Sin or Alien who's been using Slowbro a lot lately? Either way, it's a good thing to get out of the way. Slowbro can single-handedly win Ray fights. And you want to take every edge the Foxes have out of their Ray fights. Interesting. So they don't ban Umbreon, but they do claim it right away. Ani's not here. They can get away with that.
Ooh, Masquerada.
Interesting. That's probably Bam's Masquerada, right? Or who plays Masquerada on their team? I haven't seen it.
I would assume Bam.
I think it's Bam. It might be... No, I don't think it's Spirit Edge. I think it's Bam.
Okay, yeah, because that Blaziken is definitely Spirit. On the other side, we have Sandron, Pikachu, Paladin. I mean, that is a squishy but damaging team right there. Interesting. So I guess their fifth slot's probably another frontliner to work with Dragonite.
I would assume they would go a defender in that last slot.
Yeah, they feel like they need a tank and to fill in that last spot, and it actually.
I think I could guess which Pokemon.
Oh, Goss.
Or Eldegoss. Okay, so Sif is happy.
Interesting. That's a high damage on that team. I wonder if it'll be Supporter Goss or if it'll be Murder Goss.
I think it looks more of a supporter build based on them having the hood.
Based on the items, you're right.
Mm-hmm. The hood.
I'm not seeing any switching. Did everyone draft for themselves?
Yeah, it seems
I
like.
guess so. Yeah, looks like it's Barnes Umbreon.
Yeah.
I guess they wanted to stop having to permaban it. You know what? That's
She decided to learn it so they didn't have to. No, I'm banking on Ani not being here, so them being able to get away with it without infuriating her.
Yeah, it seems like the only anti-hero on the orange side seems to be the Leafeon, which
Curse Mangle
against the tree could pose a bit of a problem.
Umbreon.
Well, it depends which set the Umbreon's running.
If it goes the healing build, which based on the items will most likely end up going, but we never know.
It's a very squishy team on the orange side with the Zygardians, but man, that's a lot of damage. If they can melt through,
if it gets going,
targets like Blaziken, then they'll do quite well. All right, it begins.
Able to get that Blaziken, right?
Foxes are sending. Yep, looks like Sin's Meow into the jungle, and Paladin's Leafeon on the other side. No surprises there. Dragonite Eldegoss bot, which means top is going to be pretty reliant on Sandra's CC in order to survive. Especially against that Torchic Umbreon combo. That could very well get caught out. Skirmishing on bot, but nothing serious.
That's the first stack of it.
Torchic gets the dunk. Oh, and the steal.
Manages to get away without taking any losses.
Yeah, they get away with it. A good start.
Marley has already got the 4 down on bot. A9 doing a lot of damage, but Red gets away. Looks like both junglers have gone top. Potential push from the Zygardians.
It's going to be an interesting fight.
Yep, Sin pulls back. Paladin is flirting with the idea of attacking, but it's like ultimately pulling back. Oh, fighting on the bot. Freeze from Marley. And they might... Oh, they get red.
Damage.
Pick on red. They're going to push it against Guy. Single... What is that one? Gossifleur? Is that what that Pokemon's called? It's not going to be able to hold back. Looks like fighting going on top. Leafeon's looking hurt.
Like,
rotating bot to
it
try
goes
to
from
defend.
It goes from Gossifleur to Eldegoss.
Yeah, it's straight to Eldegoss, right? It's only a 2 evolution. That is not relevant here, but, you know. Fun Pokemon trivia for you all. Paladin trying to defend on bot, but is pretty low. Yeah, there we go. Back into the jungle. The junglers go. Oh, it looks like I just missed a death on top. Yeah, the Foxes have pushed in. They take out Paladin. They took out Sandra already. Gok can't prevent Spirit from stacking on them.
Blaziken's stacking. I think it's either up to 4 or 5 at this point.
Yeah, he's pretty far along. And they're just...
Foul play. They're just after my own heart.
Unsurprising that Bam would be running the more aggressive set. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, geez, they're dead. That's 2 in 1 kick.
Oh, that Blaziken cleanup.
Sin helps them handle the Leafeon, or at least drive Paladin back. Oh, no, right into the kick. That's rough. And they are simultaneously pushing on both top and bottom. I would not be surprised if both of these goals break pretty quickly from here. Guys managing to push
and it does seem
back.
that is a jungle. Wait, no, sorry, my mistake.
Sandra is low, might get picked off here. Yep. Gok's having to retreat again. The level disparity here is getting insane. Gok is a level 4. The rest of the people on top are 8 and 9. It's less bad down on bot. The Zygardians are jumping Regice, probably hoping to get there before reinforcements arrive for the Foxes. But that's a lot of damage coming in. More importantly, a lot of CC. The Foxes clean up.
Yep. Man, they have 2 level 9s and 2 level 10s and a level 9.
2 level 10s and a level 9,
to,
yes.
The highest on the orange team being 2 level 7s.
That is an
Highest
extremely
level
dominant
is
early
two
game
7s
lead.
versus two 10s. Yeah, there's a level disparity.
Yeah. It's pretty big.
Pushing
That does
on,
not
the
mean
Foxes are
the fight's over
using
yet. We still have
Regieleki
6
as a
minutes on the clock.
distraction, it looks like.
It's not over until Ray.
Oh, it's never over until the Ray fight. The Zygardians managed to push back the push on bot, but not before 12 points get in. It's like Sin's checking top to see if anyone's still there. And the Zygardians are pushed back into their own jungle. Paladin gets caught out by Spirit and Bam.
Oh,
The Foxes have made the front line of this match like 75% of the way across the stadium. Sin ulting and flashing in to pick up another kill. It looks like with Spirit's help can also take out Cinder's Dragonite. Will they be able to stop the push? No, it looks like... Yeah, Bam's here too.
It's pre 5 minutes too, so there's no jumps.
Judicious use of ults. Gets... Oh, and they're pushing on bot as well. Yes, thank you, announcer, for informing us that the Foxes have a huge lead. That is currently 360 to 0. But with that level disparity, it's hard to imagine a counter push even working that well. Paladin is forward again and manages to get away this time. Bam is in pursuit. Looks like everyone's gearing up for Regieleki. Zygardians moving as a unit, that's good. Some early damage out on Umbreon. In the back, the Foxes are starting Regieleki. They're melting it. The Zygardians are going to have to go in if they want... Nope, no, it's too late. Regieleki goes to the Foxes, and they manage to take out Bam, but...
They do pick up...
Sin
but,
cleans up the entire rest
that was a
of
great
the
Meowscarada ult, actually.
Yeah. Top tier Meowscarada ult there. Looks like
Good cleanup.
Alien's Cursed Trev is trying to do Regirock in the background. I relate to this so much. Solo defender doing the other Regi while everyone's fighting over the top one. Or the bot one, depending.
I respect it.
It goes to the Foxes. Once again, the Zygardians are hovering around in their jungle, looking for farm, I guess, looking for something to eat. Oh, the Paladin goes in and is immediately taken out along with Gawk. And Red as well. Fox is moving
This
as a
Blaziken
unit.
is actually playing very well.
Guy is still farming on bot, and it looks like Saunders doing the same on top, just trying to match some levels. There isn't much farm even available to them with the front line of the fight so far forward. It's like Bam is trying to keep their attention down on bot. Maybe pull them towards Alien and Marley. Yep. Paladin goes in, gets grabbed. Manages to survive. Just some skirmishing, really. Sandra and Gawk are pushing forward, probably hoping to score. There isn't a defender, so they could. They've got a window there. The main fight on bot is going poorly, though. Red is down. Guy is down, and they will be scoring. Oh! Paladin manages to stop, but is not able to stop the goal breaking. Okay. More farming in jungle.
Yep.
Except this time it's the Foxes farming the Zygardians jungle. The front line continues to push forward. Free food. The Foxes are on Regieleki, but the Zygardians are closing on them. We are 5 seconds from Ray. Looks like setup from the Zygardians are pretty spread out, and Regieleki goes to the Foxes, who are moving as a death ball towards Ray. The Zygardians have attempted to melt Rayquaza, and they managed to get it down about half before the Foxes arrived. Sin takes a huge chunk and is pushed away. That's kind of a wasted ult, honestly. Looks like Guy's going down.
Oh, I think like Regieleki got into their center.
Yep, the Zygardians are in and dealing a lot of damage, but 2 of their number are down on both sides. It looks like Red's caught out by Sin and Alien, and the others have been pushed back. they're now in, staggered respawn times, which may enhance the scattered nature. It looks like the Foxes are just going to defend their goals. Zygardians attempting to backcap, but the Foxes know they don't need Ray. Yep, the Zygardians are going in on Ray, probably hoping the Foxes are too spread out defending. Foxes are converging. It's just 5 versus a few, but Gok is down, and the rest of the Foxes are arriving. Zygardians are split up and are cleaned up. That is a full team wipe. The Foxes are now melting Rayquaza. Looks like Bam is going in to score on the home base. That's brutal. Starting without the shield and then letting the shield arrive to you. Bit of a flex. And the Foxes are going to push in their shielded points. And then probably fall back to defend some more. Guy is behind enemy lines, bringing a bit in, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
Probably not, if I had to guess.
And that is game. An extremely dominant first game showing for the Cerulean Foxes. I think it was the lack of frontline was the biggest thing on the Zygardian side, because their comp kind of just crumpled when it got hit by the frontline brawlers and CC.
Yeah, the Umbreon just could wreak havoc without
there was
recourse.
Nothing to stop the Umbreon. MVP to Sin's Meow, which there were some really great cleanup moments from there, and a couple of very nice ults. All right. That is the first game. The teams will now converse and, figure out their plans for the second game. Thoughts? What things might they need to account for in the second match, especially for the Zygardians to take it?
See. I think it really depends on who they end up seeing from the picks. Because if they end up picking up first, essentially it's more of trying to snipe a specific Pokemon that they notice was doing very good on their side and feel very confident on theirs.
Right.
If they pick up second, then it's more of to counter whatever they end up picking. And one of those priorities should be thick Pokemon with the ability to CC, given that in this round they seem to be more reliant on trying to outdamage the front line.
Yeah, I think CC is a big one. Especially, the Foxes were running Blaziken and Meowscarada, which are both very powerful Pokemon, but if you CC them, they lose a lot of their effectiveness. So I think more CC. I didn't see, what set was Sandra's Pikachu using?
Oh, I can tell you that in a second. Electro Ball Thunder, so...
Okay, I might have gone Volt Tackle personally, just because more CC on that Blaziken to keep it from kicking and killing you. Yeah, I think probably a tankier front line would do the Zygardians a world of good in their next match. And more access to CC.
Missing.
Yep.
CC is just so powerful in Unite.
So the problem is...
powerful in all MOBAs.
Okay, yeah. CC is a powerful thing, period. If somebody is stunned, they're not damaging you. They're not using moves that heal them, and they're not getting away. So it really covers all of the bases. It looks like the Zygardians will be taking first pick this time, so they'll be switching to the purple side. And they're also confirming their roster. They are swapping out Paladin and Guy for Guru and Soul.
Oh, that was pretty fast, actually.
Yeah,
They're usually not this fast.
I would have expected. Yeah, I mean, we certainly take a lot longer to debate our plan going into a second match, but I guess they have a second setup that they're confident in using. So good for them. I'm not as familiar with some of the Zygardians' available Pokemon, so as to be able to guess what the switch means in this case. I think the Foxes are still discussing, on the other hand.
I would assume so.
Their roster was fairly straightforward for them, aside from, not running maybe a little bit more green than usual, and obviously no supporter. But it was still a fairly standard setup, I think. I'm interested to see if the bans change as well. Banning Clefable for the Foxes may have just been because they were intending to take Umbreon, so they may switch that around and go back to banning Umbreon and take something else. Or they might genuinely be worried about
Umbreon did look pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Most of our picks look pretty good.
Umbreon is good. Newsflash hot takes from the Rhydons. Umbreon be good. On the other hand, I think that I definitely see why they were worried about Slowbro for the Zygardians, because they were running a lot of squishies that could get easily caught out by telekinesis. But the issue was they didn't have tanks, so you didn't have to be caught out by telekinesis. You could just be divin. What's the past tense? Future.
I'm pretty sure it is dived. Yeah.
Dived.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I just had a
Divin is funny.
I like Divin. I don't know. I had a semantic satiation moment where words lost their meaning to me. So who knows? It's been a long week. Yeah, I think I don't know that Slowbro is the biggest thing for them to worry about, but it might be again on a new setup. Slowbro's really good.
Certainly is.
I think the only thing that they Blazing Zygardians really needed was just a front line to take hits. Dragonite just takes too long to get going.
Yeah.
To be the frontliner.
Yeah, and most
I will give credit. Watching that Dragonite play was actually really smooth at the end. It took a while to get going, but once it did, it actually was fighting the Masquerade very well.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it's good at. It's just gotta get to that point. It also had some of their only CC, or no, it didn't. It was using
the one at every 9 auto attacks.
Yeah, it was using the other set. For my brain defaults to Outrage because that's what I run, but that was the Hyper Beam Dragon Dance. So
it was the Hyper Beam, so it's
really not a lot of CC on the Zygardians team, which I think is something they should adjust for the next one. I felt like Eldegoss was alone a lot, which I know I can't criticize because we have an Eldegoss that's alone a lot because Sif is a lunatic, but Sif's is Murder Goss, so being alone makes a little bit more sense.
That thing says support when Sif plays it. It's lying to you.
It's lying to
not
you.
A support.
It is absolutely.
It's a speedster.
Yeah, it's a Jungle Invade speedster when Sif plays it. But I do think that trying to move the Goss with the whatever tank was out, because Red's Dragonite was roaming all over the map, but Goss wasn't with it. So I think that might have helped too, just to add some tankiness, because while there are a lot of tankier or supporter-ear Pokemon that can hold a lane alone, that's not really where Goss shines.
Mm-hmm.
And also the rest of the team really desperately needed some more tankiness. So I think that moving their front line more as a group and having more of a front line would both help the Zygardians a lot going into Game 2.
Yep. Agreed.
But We shall see. Okay, the Foxes have confirmed that they are ready. Looks like the Zygardians are still discussing, however. Which is fair. You gotta come up with a plan to counter that extremely flashy start from the Foxes. It's hard to run a speedster into the Foxes, I think, because they move so much as a group. It's tough to catch out people who are
In my
alone.
experience, it hasn't been the best experience. I agree.
Yeah. There's always someone right there.
There's 5 speedsters. One of them will succeed.
It's true. You bring enough of them, and you just win.
Yes, that's how it works. 5 speedsters, the other team just has to concede. So I think that was something, although Paladin was constantly testing the front line of the Foxes and poking and prodding, looking for a gap, there wasn't really a gap because they were moving as a death ball like they usually do.
Yep. And I do think they tunneled too much on fighting the Foxes instead of getting their own levels up. We saw those level disparities.
True.
They were very big.
So,
but there was another
one play at the beginning that probably could have turned this game around very differently is if Paladin and Leafeon stepped away, leaving Masquerade to come in, and then came back in after the fact. I feel like you just don't leave that lane because you need your teammates to get ahead of theirs. This would have been a different game entirely if that Blaziken was shut down.
Right.
Yeah,
you gotta delay Blaziken because Spirit's Blaziken, once it's full stacks, fully evolved, it will just nuke you. As we saw,
it's gonna punch you and you're gonna explode.
Triple kills with a single move. That's crazy shit. So yeah, definitely.
Red Cinder saying something.
It was also after a certain point pretty hard for them to level back up though, because the Foxes kept such pressure on that there was only so far forward that they could go to farm, and after a certain point even their own jungle was behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
So
which was the middle of the map.
Wasn't easy.
Yeah, the Foxes they came out to an early lead and then they absolutely never let up. Just constant waves pounding on the shore, pushing the line further and further back. So extremely good gameplay from the Foxes. No holes in their strategy.
As expected.
Yeah, we don't talk about it, but that's just because we expect them to be the gold standard. They do really good work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, come on, think of something else to vamp. Oh yes, Red saves me from vamp o'clock. Red is ready, the Zygardians are ready, which means we should be heading... Oh, I gotta tell them...
Is Stream Team ready?
We are in fact ready, and very excited to see what...
I'm pretty sure we are.
Let's see what counter picks and stuff are coming to the table here. Definitely curious about the bands to start. All right, here we go.
All right. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay.
Is that an Eldegoss ban? Okay. For a second there, I was curious. I was wondering. They're banning the Meow.
Masquerade ban seems appropriate.
Yeah, Sin's meow was very effective. Oh, and as I predicted, it looks like the foxes are banning Umbreon. So I guess the Clefable was in fact the fluke that they were going to use it.
Yep.
They really do hate Umbreon over there, the Cerulean foxes. It's like company policy at this point.
It is a rival evolution. They can't have it being too popular.
Right, of course. All right, so what is this all important?
Sure, it is the most popular
pick?
evolution.
Ooh,
Scizor, or is it Scyther?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Could be either, but it is a first pick. Yeah.
I can't really tell
from the immediate Wigglytuff counter pick. I am a fan.
Oh.
Oh my god! I look back at it like Jigglypuff would have been the perfect pick for
the Zygardians last match. Yeah, that would have done real work last match. I'm sorry. Is this a 3 all-rounder team?
I think they heard that we didn't have a front line, so
they're fixing that problem for sure. All right. With the front line is already established for the Foxes though with those 2 Pokemon, so looks like Control with Delphox and A9. It's a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
This is a team without any range.
But this is a little too much front line.
They're doing no ranged again.
Yeah, I don't know about
that.
I know we complained about it, but this might be a little too old.
They've really switched the whole situation around, haven't they? And Spirit has switched to Garchomp for this match instead of Blaziken. Okay. It looks like everyone might have picked for themselves again. These are all Pokemon I associate with the names under them.
Oh, I know. I feel like the MVP for this game is going to be that Delphox.
Yeah, that Delphox is going to do a lot of work. There's just...
They multiple of them switch over to full heals. They know they're getting CC.
Yeah, they know what to anticipate there. Yeah, I see Red and Solrock have both picked up full heals to deal with the Delphox and the Wiggly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of CC going into a lot of Pokemon very weak to CC.
Mm-hmm. You got Delphox, Wiggly, and Ninetales all had decent CC. I don't think Trevenant will with the current Curse Plane Spit build.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
Even Garchomp has a little bit.
I mean, Alien could pull out the Woodhammer build. I think it's still good just because of how good the CC is. But it's almost certainly Curse.
I don't think it's. I don't really think it's that valuable with the way that this team comp is.
No, I
you just want
agree.
the tank.
I don't think they need it. I think that the damage and the tanking from the Curse setup will be more than enough for them. It's the danger of draft. The other team really gets to counter what you're doing.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I think it's gonna say a Scyther this game. I don't think it's going to be.
That is a lane Scyther. Okay, we have Charizard in the jungle and Delphox in the jungle. The Foxes are using a more traditional setup, 1 tank, 1 damage on each lane. Meanwhile, Guru and Sandra are running classic Goodra comfy shenanigans on top, and Bot for the Zygardians has Red Scyther and Gox Buzzwole. They'll have to be real careful of Marley's A9. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. But if that Buzz was able to grab hold of that Fox.
Fighting on top, the Foxes might have gotten... Spirit's low. Spirit goes down. Bam is low. Guru and Sandra turn the tide and push back in.
Yeah.
Bam gets to the... I don't think they're gonna manage to kill, especially with Sin arriving. Yep. And then... Yep, the Foxes converge and counter kill. Solrock looks like they came to bot but have immediately switched to top, seeing that mess. But Alien and Marley catch Scyther, but Red gets away.
Oh, the Resonant Guard, the value.
Oh, Bam's down.
One of my favorite.
Zygardians.
Definitely one of my favorite added items.
Yeah, Resonant Guard is super fun.
Yeah.
Bam is down, but with the jungler there, Guru's pushing, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do much. Takes a chunk out of Sin's health. Woo, if that laser hit,
Okay.
that would have been a kill.
Yeah. Look at that laser go.
Yeah, laser's really good. Ooh, that's a lot of... Oh!
Oh, gets the kill.
Laser takes the kill.
The Dell.
A ton of damage from Curse. Oh, boy. Wow, they're just kills dropping all over the place. Also, it looks like Red has gone for Scizor.
I was wrong. I'll admit it.
It happens. Bam is going mid despite being Wigglytuff. Good luck with that, I guess. Spirit's here to help.
That's Wigglytuff things right there.
Wigglytuff is not beholden to your definitions of class. Wigglytuff is a defender in a yellow suit. Heavy push from the Foxes on bot. Looks like they're just about breaking.
Yeah, they're going to overscore this by 28.
28 overscore.
They can do math. I'm happy for them.
More math than I can do sometimes. I always forget about overscoring. Objectives are coming up. The Foxes managed to sneak some in on top. Spirit is stacking, as always. They pulled Guru and Sandra out of position.
Ooh, very good pushback.
And there they go. Yep.
Yeah, it's not a Goodra yet. Can't do the full shebang.
The level disparity has begun. Looks like everyone is converging on top for Regieleki.
Says come here.
Looks like the Foxes are heavily damaged, having to pull back to the goal, which gives the others a chance to set up, but the rest of the Foxes are coming in from below. Red and Gok on defense, while Guru's flanking from top, but that Delphox ult, man. 2 down, 3 down, 4 down.
There goes their heal.
Solrock is there, but there's, I don't know. Oh, that ult always. Oh, man.
Gotta get some
absolutely takes out Delphox. It's all over Marley. Tons of damage.
One downside of Charizard though. Can't touch the berries.
Right, yeah, you can't heal from that.
Yeah,
incredible
true.
ult from Spirit. Absolutely saves his life there. And takes...
Oh, that Wigglytuff ult.
Woo!
The Garchomp shove as well.
The fight is back on, but now in the Fox's favor. Gok's down. Guru's down. Sandra's down. Looks like they will be breaking the top goal to slow down the reinforcements. And melting Regieleki. And they are doing their patented Foxes thing of switching lanes, I think. Letting the Regieleki distract while they go to try and break bot. Soul pushing Bam back.
I really give credit to Solrock in that fight. With his ultimate, he got a lot of work done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, took out several lives. Gok has arrived to block the counter push. Marley's back on the goal as Soul comes in trying to do his own backcapping, I think. Everyone's rotating to set up for the next objective. Soul is caught. Fox is on all sides.
Right around, baby. Like a record,
oh,
baby.
Consistent ults on Sin's Delphox. Very good, but that's just too much damage. Soul's going to go down.
Yeah, there's no follow-up. No one else is even close.
And once again,
Garchomp is killing 4.
Spirit is winning a 1v4, because that's just what Spirit does when he gets levels and stacks.
Yep.
Soul is back in. Marley and Alien are on Regirock. That's going to go down pretty fast. The others are coming back in to make sure. The Zygardians are trickling in and switching to farm, which is definitely the right call here. Foxes look like they're pushing. There's nobody to defend, though. That's going to go right in without a shield or anything. Red and Gok arrive. Oh, it immediately takes so much damage from Spirit. That Garchomp is scary, man.
Yeah, it's kind of a little terrifying.
Yeah. And once again, that's a rough steal from Guru in the jungle. Once again, the Foxes are pushing the lines of battle forward. But this time, the close range aspect of the Zygardians team is letting them get a lot more scores and a lot more damage in. Solrock is just vendetta focused on Delphox, which honestly is the correct thing to be doing here.
Mm-hmm.
You need that thing
But,
dead.
as the previous fight, they still need a backup to make sure that they're able to those kills.
Yeah. Yeah, Charizard can't do it all alone.
Yep.
Regieleki goes to the Foxes. Sandra and Gok are forward, able to... The team has arrived to stop Regieleki. Looks like some skirmishing from the Foxes. Managed to catch out Red. Guru and Sandra are low, but it looks like the Foxes aren't interested in picking the kills. They're just going to continue farming and increasing their level lead.
Yep, and set up for Ray.
Yep, they are in a big half circle around Ray, hiding in the bushes, getting ready to do damage.
Oh, they killed little Regieleki in time, though. I don't think that changes much, but...
No, and honestly, they probably should have let it go in and gone to set up around Ray. They're trickling in now.
Oh, that's Scizor jump.
And, yeah.
That was poor.
Sandra saves Scizor. Bam and Spirit are going hard in. Foxes moving in their usual death ball. Alien's low versus Guru. Gudra's a tank buster, but can't handle a 5v1.
Nope. Oh,
once again,
Charizard
that
low ones
Delphox
now.
ult, maybe
Good
a
angle
little...
for it, honestly. But I don't think he's not doing enough damage. He is
No.
definitely not.
He's doing a lot, but again, no follow-up.
Yeah.
Down he
Yeah.
goes. Alien might go down here. Yes.
I don't know. It's okay.
Yeah,
Scizor ult,
Trev
okay.
Trev falls, but immediately the ones responsible are cleaned up by the rest of the Foxes.
Mm-hmm.
That is
The Gudra goes.
a 4-wipe.
Yeah,
Buzzwole's just
instantly.
barely back, but Buzzwole's not really equipped to steal. I guess the Foxes aren't trying to melt.
Yeah, they know that they're ahead in score.
Of course.
They're playing the clock. Not playing,
Yeah, definitely. But, I think it might be a misplay. Just because now the Zygardians are back, they take a life, and that...
they only got 30 seconds. That's the problem.
Since Delphox is out for the game...
Yeah, I don't think they have enough time.
No, you're right. It's too late now.
Yeah, they absolutely do not. They could maybe try and score, but even then,
No,
like,
the Foxes have already...
position is very
Wiggly's defending on top side.
Yeah.
The Foxes have
Ninetales
moved
defending on
their
bottom.
defenses back to
Yeah.
the goals.
Yep.
And with a final bit of cleanup from the... Oh, Bam goes down at the last second to Sandra.
Oh, so
Guru takes Marley. That duo is
Guru
doing
gets two
some
at the end.
damage. Fighting to the end. I love it. And with that, the match concludes 2-0 to the Cerulean Foxes. All right. Oh my God! Look at some of those damage numbers. Spirits, 114,000 on that Garchomp. What a terror! All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed. We of course did. We love casting these. Great match, great play from both teams, and we will see you very soon for our own match. 2 days on Saturday.
Saturday.
I know that there is a perspective stream from Red for this match, so definitely pop over to his channel, check that out, and see what the Zygardians saw in this match. And yeah, that's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time on the Proton Unite League. Good night.
Dun 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 dun.
All right.